Today we traveled to the Granite Town in the Granite State, Milford, New Hampshire, to take the Granite Town Rail Trail. The trail continues through a large area connecting all the way to Brookline, New Hampshire, but today we opted to hike an estimated 2.5 miles before turning back, making this particular journey nearly a 5-mile trek. The hike took us about an hour and a half and was reasonably easy, with only a few sections being a tad more strenuous than the others. The trail starts at a dirt parking lot located beside the Milford Public Works building. We began by crossing a small bridge that takes you along a canal and then continued to a narrow cement bridge that crosses the canal. This leads into a wooded area where the trail runs parallel with the canal and wetlands. The first section of the trail is a rail trail, but soon turns into a more narrow footpath that winds along a brook and then takes you across a road, where you are eventually sent through a culvert that runs under Route 101. Once through, the path continues along the brook and resembles more of a rail trail once again. The trail crosses another road and begins to ascend into a pine forest with open views of buildings and houses on the right. An upward climb along a narrow path follows and eventually brings you down to the rail trail once again. There's more hardwood trees in this area. A couple of miles down the trail, you pass a pond down on the left and the picnic area with a picturesque brook down on the right. To reach the picnic tables, there is a side path that has a stone bridge and a stone-lined brook, which I thought looked very old. The moss-covered stones along the brook made for a pretty scene. This part of the trail is elevated, so in order to reach the pond or stone bridge, it requires a little bit of climbing. At about the 2.5-mile mark, we chose to stop and turn around. This is where there were ponds on both sides of the trail and a nice wood bench to stop and take a break. It's a few more miles to Brookline from this point, but it seemed like a wonderful place to pause, rest for a moment, while preparing for the journey back. You might notice some large piles of rocks in the woods, likely evidence of the old granite quarries that dot the town. My favorite part of the trail was the section with the stones in and around the stream. It's out in the woods and captures that old, rocky, mossy feel of your typical New England hike, with that quintessential old remnants of New England landscape past. I love streams, so it shouldn't be a surprise that this is my favorite section. Thank you for watching, and if you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Also, don't forget to let us know your favorite trails in your local area.